Hey everybody, make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I've got some important health related news I want to share with you, and it's just a heads up about coming weeks on the channel. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week I am in upstate New York at my son and daughter-in-law's house. They just bought it. It has 5 acres and they have big plans to do lots of cool stuff with this land, so I can't wait to see this place in just a few years. They've already bought some chickens. They've only been here for a week and they've got chickens. They're mapping things out to do with the 5 acres. It's just a beautiful piece of property. But yeah, so this is my first time here in this town. I have no idea really where I'm at, but I'm just going to go out exploring right now. I've got a little bit of time, maybe an hour or so. Everybody's out, they're Walmarting or hardware store, that kind of stuff. So I got a little bit of time, and I'm going to take advantage of that and get out and do some shooting. And like I said, I've got no idea where I'm at, what I'm doing. So that makes it fun because you don't have those expectations, and when you don't have those high expectations, you don't have that disappointment. So I'm off. I'm gonna go and see what I can find. I know there's a beautiful church close by. I have no idea if I can find it. I have no idea where to go to get to it, but I know that's one target in the back of my head. But like I said, hopefully we can find it. So, alright, well, hey, thank you very much for stopping by the channel this week. Hope you enjoy the video, and we're going to get going right now. It's about, just so you know, it's super overcast. It was snowing this morning, like crazy snow. Like the snowflakes were like an inch big. It was just wild. And today is what, May 7th, May 8th, something like that. And it was just pouring down these huge snowflakes. It was just beautiful. So now it's just overcast, no shadows, no sky, no nothing like that. So and it's the middle of the day. It's almost 11:30. So yeah, that makes it even more challenging. So there you go. So we don't know where we're at. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we can shoot, and the weather conditions are terrible. So let's go out and make some photos. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by, and here we go. Alright, so it didn't take long and I found my very first composition. So, and actually this is what we in the business might call a target rich environment. There's like water on this side, there's water on that side of the bridge, there's an old barn right up the road. However, there's some guy coming down the path right now walking towards me, so I don't know if I'm in trouble or not. So anyway, we'll see if I'm in trouble first, and if I'm not, we'll keep going. Alright, so I did not get in any trouble. A very nice gentleman. His name is Charlie Page. Cool guy. This is actually his property on both sides of this bridge. But he gave me the okay to actually go on his property and take some photos if I wanted to. I probably won't at this time, but maybe come back if I have an opportunity with some different shoes. Right now I just got tennis shoes on, so that wouldn't be really good to go down there mucking around. But just a beautiful little area. So this is what I'm thinking, and obviously the creek with the curb will be a leading line into the shot, and then there's that downs tree about in the mid-ground, and then just the other trees leading you out, the green pasture taking you out to the taller trees in the background. And there's a couple of trees back in the background that have a lot of character. So that's what I'm seeing right now. And again, the light is not fantastic, but like we talked about a week or two ago, it's like you gotta, you know, you don't always get the light that you want, so you gotta work with the light that you get and make the best that you can. So that's what we'll do. The water is moving. I don't know if I'm going to do any, you know, real long exposures. Maybe I will. I did bring my my filter kit with me. The lenses that I brought for this trip, I've got my 24-70 Sigma lens and my 70-200 also Sigma lens. So that's, if I'm traveling, those are the two main lenses I usually bring, unless I'm traveling for a specific purpose. The main image, right, is the creek and that bright, saturated green grass, and the downed trees and the rocks and the logs and the things that kind of pull you into the woods out in the distance. So yeah, I love it. I love it. It's wow, what a beautiful start. You know, I'm not even a mile from my son's house, and met someone who was super nice. I'm gonna go shoot the other side of the bridge. There's a little bit of a waterfall on this other side of the bridge, so I'll go shoot that. And then also, like right where I'm parked, there's an old barn, rustic barn, woods off in the distance. So like I said, it's a target rich environment. You gotta love that. I got 3 images within a radius of about maybe 100 feet. So and you know, and if I didn't tell you guys that, you never would have known. So pretty cool. Alright, so for this side of the bridge, I've really slowed things down. I put my big stopper on, put the polarizing filter on as well, spun it, taking out the reflections, cutting through that water, seeing the rocks below. Adds a little bit of time to the exposure. The last one I shot, I was at f10, f11, about 25 seconds. And it's just beautiful what it does to the water. So yeah, the composition, I really filled the foreground of this image with the base of this creek. Then the midground and the focal point of the image is going to be the little bit of the waterfalls, and then you got some flowers or daisies or whatever that is in the back left of the image, taking you back into the woods. So pretty cool. Still, again, no light, no nothing like that. So we're working in somewhat challenging conditions, but you know, it's still fun to get out, and it's still fun to use the challenging conditions to heighten your sense of awareness, to your creativity and your innovativeness, and just to challenge yourself to try to make a beautiful image. So that's you know, that's what it's all about, really, for me, and I think for most of you too. It's like, get out, do your best, you know, in the conditions that are laid out in front of you, and try to make a good picture. So I think we have so far, and I'm only in I've only shot 2 of my 3 images in this target rich environment that we're in. So very cool, very cool. Alright, here we are at the 3rd and last composition, and I have no idea yet how I'm going to shoot it, but let me show you what I've got going on right here. So again, hopefully you guys can hear me, but so I'm set up right here, and we've got this thing, an old till in the foreground. We got barbed wire fence, rusticness galore here in the foreground. Old wooden fence, barbed wire fence, the old till, fallen logs, more fencing, then you got the old barn, then you've got the trees, and a little bit of a sky going on. The sun's trying to break through. So if the sun were to break through and light up those golden treetops out there, that would be amazing. So yeah, let's shoot this right now before it gets too late. Alright, so hey, before we take off for this weekend, just a heads up, I've got a little surgical procedure coming up. It's actually on May 14th. Was diagnosed recently with AFib. If you don't know what that is, you know, look it up. I'm not a doctor, I'm not gonna explain it very well, but long story short is I've got a surgical procedure on May 14th. Fingers crossed everything will go well, and the heart will stay in like normal rhythm. AFib just means like it goes into an irregular heartbeat, but doctors assure me what this procedure will do is 90% successful. So anyway, long story short is, if I'm not around in the coming weeks, you'll know why. I guess that's not funny, but yeah. So anyway, just a heads up. I fully plan to be around, but got this little thing, and I'm not saying this for sympathy. I'm just saying this because you never know, I might not get a video up the following week or whatever. So just a heads up, and thanks again for all the comments, all the thumbs up, all the shares, all the new subscribers, everybody out there. I really appreciate it. So that's it. That's all I needed to tell you. Alright everybody, hey, from upstate New York. It has been an outstanding day. We got some great images. Waterfalls, river, green, all saturation, long exposures, portrait orientation, landscape orientation, with and without the polarizing filter, with and without the 6-stop, 10-stop filter. We did it all out here, and just a couple of miles away from my son's house. So what a beautiful thing. So hey, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. It's always my privilege to have you come by and spend a few minutes with me and checking my pictures out and listening to me blab a little bit. So thank you so much, and always remember, I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share, let people know I'm out here, and that's it. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week. So long, folks. Bye-bye. Hit the music.
Cowboys and Indians spun round and round in the rain dance. Rustled